Recording in progress.
Good afternoon. This is Reverend Twyla Reece. I am coming to you from Unity of Merced in Merced, California. We meet on Sunday mornings at 305 West 26th Street in Merced, and coming to you right now via recording on Zoom and posting on Facebook and YouTube and on our website. Thank you for being with us wherever it is that you have found us. I want to share with you today on the topic of wonder. I spoke on this topic this previous Sunday and want to continue sharing this idea as I have been going through the week, through the days leading up to that talk, and since then, of finding my place, finding my center, my grounding, by reflecting back on that sense of wonder. So, the book that I am using right now and referencing is Valerie Kaur's book, See No Stranger, a memoir and manifesto of revolutionary love. I really encourage you to find that book and to just immerse yourself in this story of revolutionary love based on Valerie Kaur is a woman of the Sikh faith, and she tells her story. It's her memoir of life before, but primarily after 9/11, and about the Sikh community and the effect that 9/11 had on that community and on she herself. So let me share this. It's her first chapter. It's called Wonder. In the beginning, there was wonder. Out in the country, far from city lights, the night air was clear enough to gaze into the long, shimmering galaxy that stretched across the sky. I would stand in the field behind our house and talk to the stars like they were my friends, just like I talked to the cows over the fence or the horses across the road. Once, while playing in a stream, I saw a butterfly dancing over the water, and I put out my finger and asked it to come to me, and the butterfly came. It perched on my finger for a long time, long enough for me to peer closer at its wings and praise it before it flew away. Back then, there was no question. The earth under me, the stars above me, the animals around me were all parts of me. And wonder was my first orientation to them, the thing that connected me to them. You are a part of me I do not yet know. You are a part of me I do not yet know. That phrasing comes out of not only Valerie's work, but the Sikh community, a spiritual community of service and love and compassion. She grew up on a farm in Clovis, California, where her family has lived for a century. A place where they are able to be and commune with nature and to find the wonder in all things, and to be able to connect to a world in a way that Valerie can recognize. You are a part of me I do not yet know. What in your life can you say that about? What in your life can you look at something that you may question, to look at something that you don't understand, to look at something that you don't agree with, and to be able to come to it with an open mind and an open heart and to be able to say, you are a part of me I do not yet know. The truth is, as Valerie was saying in this piece, that we are all connected. One thing is connected to another. We are all connected. We're all living, moving, breathable, animated objects. And through that is the realization that one is connected with another. Am I repeating that too much? I want you to really get it. We are all connected, one to another, and that you are a part of me that I do not yet know. When we can live from that place, it brings to life possibility. It brings to life a softness. It brings into our awareness a willingness to get to know things from a different state of mind, from a different state of being. Do you hear where I'm going with this? In very simple terms, it's like wake up and smell the coffee. Wake up and realize that there is more to the world than what you may hold in your current understanding. Where are you willing to find new? Where are you willing to find a new openness? An openness in your thinking, an openness in your willingness, an openness in your ability not to judge others just because they think differently than you, a willingness to not to judge others because they look different than you, have different spiritual beliefs, different cultural beliefs, different political beliefs, different ideologies that we collectively can and do turn into the other. You are the other, right? Where the truth of it is, you are a part of me that I do not yet know. In this journey over the last 20 years, for Valerie Kaur and her family and so many other people, as well as each and every one of us, is coming into a new place of existence. There's a prayer that her grandfather would sing to her, and in English, the primary words are, "The hot winds cannot touch you. The hot winds cannot touch you." I love that. Feel that. Whatever that is for you, whatever the hot winds are for you, by remembering that and connecting to that divine source within you, you find the softness. You find the place where you can breathe and have space. By affirming, I am one with the all presence of good and life and love ever present in the world. Whatever your affirmation is, you know you're always affirming. You just may not be aware of what it is you are affirming. Affirming something doesn't always mean that you're affirming something good in your life. You could be affirming pain and suffering into your life. Ever thought of it that way? An affirmation is a thought, are words that you are creating space for in your body and in your reality. So pay attention to what you're affirming. Pay attention to what you are thinking. Valerie says, when we choose to wonder about people we don't know, when we imagine their lives and listen for their stories, we begin to expand the circle of those we see as part of us. Do you hear that? Do I need to read that again? When we choose to wonder about people we don't know, when we imagine their lives and listen for their stories, we begin to expand the circle of those we see as a part of us. We prepare ourselves to love beyond what evolution requires. She also says, seeing no stranger begins in wonder. It is to look upon the face of anyone and choose to say once again, you are a part of me that I do not yet know. To be able to stop and listen, to open our minds and open our hearts, to listen differently. I came across this quote by another author who does wonderful work, Brené Brown. And she says, the truth is, rarely can a response make something better. I'm going to say that one again. Rarely can a response make something better. What makes something better is connection. When someone is speaking, when someone is telling you their story, whatever that story may be, are we listening or are we waiting for them to hurry up and be finished so that we can tell them what we think or tell them our story and what our experience is? A response rarely makes anything better. It is the connection that makes things better. Most people just want to be heard. Once we are heard, then we are able to make the move to shift into the place that we want to go. From John chapter 21, Jesus says to Peter, in response to something that Peter is talking about, he's kvetching about something, he's complaining, he's not happy with whatever is going on in that moment. And Jesus says, what is that to thee? Follow thou me. What is that to you? Follow me. And what is Jesus saying there? Follow thou me. Metaphysically speaking, he is talking about follow the Christ consciousness. Not necessarily follow Jesus, the man, but to follow the example of the teachings of Jesus. What is that to thee? Follow thou me. Get over it. Stop perseverating on whatever it is that is wrong and shift and change your focus to breathing into the Christ I am, of breathing into the divinity of who you are. So, saying all of that, which I believe and feel is so very true in the world, the first place to begin is with yourself. Always has to begin at home, within your very being. To first begin with yourself. I just got off of a Zoom call a few minutes ago with our metaphysical study group, and we're talking about the formative power of thought. And we're studying the superconscious mind, the conscious mind, and the subconscious mind. And it was so meaningful to study this together and come into the understanding that we know what the conscious mind is, but that the subconscious mind is always working, even if we're not conscious of it. It's involuntary. And it is going to feed back into the world whatever we have fed into it. Does that make sense? We reap what we sow. Be aware of what it is you're affirming. Our thoughts are prayers. We are always praying. Be aware of what it is that you're praying. Be aware of what it is you are affirming. Be aware of what it is that you're feeling. Oh, that sounds like so much work to pay attention. Oh, do I seriously have to pay attention? Yeah, because you're already feeling what you're feeling. You're already thinking what you're thinking. You're already doing what you're doing. But how are you feeling about what it is that you're doing? Stop and take a pause and reflect on your current mood, how you're feeling physically. Reflect on the words that are coming out of your mouth. Reflect on the words that are going through your mind. A friend of mine, a Unity minister, used to always say, how safe are the people walking on the sidewalk of your mind? Yeah, we have the opportunity. We were given free will to pay attention and to be good stewards, not only of what it is that comes out of our mouth, but what it is that we're thinking and how it is we are showing up in the world. You are a part of me that I do not yet know. Let us look with wonder upon the world. And if nothing else, let that wonder be like, whoa, self, did you just pay attention to what it was that came out of my mouth? Let that be the beginning of your wonder, going, whoa, dude, did I really just say that? Did I really just think that? Or, wow, cool, I really just thought that. And I really did just say that. And I really do feel that. Allow life to be that butterfly that alights on your finger and brings you wonder, that motivates you through into the world to first be a kinder person to yourself. And then what naturally follows is to be a kinder and more loving person into the world. Thank you for sharing this time with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.